The Gospel of Thomas does not teach reincarnation. We'll have an opening reading from saying 51. His disciples said to him, "On what day shall rest come to those who are dead? And on what day shall the new world come?" He said to them, "This rest that you wait for has already come, and you have not recognized it." So, after conducting a comprehensive study that explores the nature of the soul in the Gospel of Thomas, it is important to address the claims made by some individuals on social media suggesting that the text endorses the concept of reincarnation. In response to comments on Facebook, it is essential to emphasize that the focus of the Gospel of Thomas is not on reincarnation. Instead, the sayings revolve around spiritual wisdom and self-discovery. Any references that may be interpreted as alluding to reincarnation can be re-evaluated within the broader context of the Gospel, taking into account alternative explanations that align with the overall theme of the text. This analysis seeks to clarify that the primary teachings of the Gospel of Thomas focuses on spiritual enlightenment and self-realization rather than endorsing the concept of reincarnation. Saying 51. Saying 51 challenges the disciples' anticipation of a future event related to the dead and the new world. Jesus responds by asserting that what they are looking forward to has already come, but they are unaware of it. This saying does not align with the continuous nature of reincarnation, where an individual soul is believed to undergo multiple rebirths and deaths. Instead, it implies a transformative event that has occurred, emphasizing a singular occurrence rather than a continuous cycle of rebirth. Saying 2, the Greek fragment. The additional verse in the Greek fragment of saying 2, "and after having reigned one will rest," does not inherently support the idea of reincarnation. The concept of reigning followed by rest could be understood metaphorically as achieving a state of fulfillment or completion rather than undergoing repeated cycles of birth and death. This interpretation is in harmony with the transformative nature emphasized in saying 51. Saying 3 challenges conventional notions of the kingdom by asserting that it exists both within and outside individuals rather than being confined to a specific external location like heaven. While this saying emphasizes an internalized understanding of the kingdom, it does not advocate for reincarnation. The primary focus is on recognizing the divine presence within oneself, aligning with a spiritual interpretation rather than one centered on reincarnation. Saying 82 emphasizes that those who are near to Jesus are close to the Father, suggesting a spiritual proximity rather than a continuation through successive lives. This saying highlights a rational aspect rather than a cycle of rebirth, reinforcing the absence of reincarnation in the teachings of the Gospel of Thomas. Saying 113. In saying 113, the disciples inquire about the time of the kingdom's arrival. Jesus responds by stating that it will not come by watching for it, and it is already spread out upon the earth. This saying emphasizes the present reality of the kingdom, challenging the idea of a future existence through multiple lives. The absence of reincarnation is evident in the emphasis on the current, unrecognized presence of the kingdom. So to summarize then, saying 51 challenges the disciples' expectation of a future event by highlighting a transformative occurrence that has already taken place. The additional verse in the Greek fragment of saying 2 does not explicitly endorse reincarnation, but rather suggests a state of rest after reigning. Saying 382 and 113 emphasize the present reality of the kingdom and the indwelling of the Son of Man, further refuting the idea of reincarnation. The Gospel of Thomas, through its unique sayings, encourages a re-evaluation of prophetical expectations and emphasizes a transformative understanding of spiritual truths rather than supporting the concept of reincarnation. The teachings in these sayings invite contemplation on the nature of existence, spiritual awareness, and the recognition of the divine realities in the present moment.